Hello everyone, nice to meet you again with the Disney 3D Art channel. In today's video I will be the character Yzma from the movie, The Emperor's New Groove. Yzma is the main antagonist of Disney's 2000 animated feature film The Emperor's New Groove. She is an evil sorceress and the former advisor to Emperor Kuzco. After being fired from her long-standing position, Yzma becomes obsessed with killing the Emperor and usurping his throne as Empress. She makes numerous attempts to do so with the aid of her dim-witted assistant, Kronk, and an arsenal of madcap potions. Originally, The Emperor's New Groove was Kingdom of the Sun, a film of a more serious nature, similar in scale to The Lion King. Yzma was still voiced by Eartha Kitt, but at this point, was animated by Andreas Deja. Her role in Kingdom of the Sun was similar in some ways to the final film. She was still the villainess, and was a member of the royal court, but was a sorceress rather than a mad scientist. Kingdom of the Sun's story was similar to that of Mark Twain's The Prince and the Pauper. The Emperor, here called Manco, switched places with Pacha, at this point, voiced by Owen Wilson, who, in this version, was physically identical to Manco. Once famed for her beauty, the very old Yzma blamed her now hideous appearance on the sun, and planned to release the dark entity Supai to plunge the kingdom into eternal darkness in exchange for eternal youth, illustrated in the song, Snuff Out the Light, which can be found on the Emperor's New Groove soundtrack. She draws Pacha into her plan through blackmail. She witnessed the switch of Manco and Pacha. Kronk was not in the story. Instead, Yzma's henchmen consist of a talking talisman named Hukua, voiced by Harvey Fierstein and animated by Nick Ranieri, and three mummies named Mick, Bowie, and Lemmy. The climax involved Yzma summoning Supai to engulf the kingdom, but being killed by the sun itself, which Pacha lassoed and pulled down to earth. When Kingdom of the Sun eventually became The Emperor's New Groove, Yzma became a more comical character, and her motivation changed from vanity to lust for power and revenge. Reputedly, animator Andreas Deja was furious at this change, thinking the idea for the new version of the film to be a step backward, and left not only the project but Burbank entirely, moving to Florida to animate Lilo for Lilo and Stitch. Dale Bear took over animation duties for Yzma. Aside from Snuff Out the Light, Eartha Kitt also sang a reprise of opening number, Perfect World. This would have been performed by Yzma when she became Empress and was intended to show that she had not only stolen Kuzco's empire and palace, but also his theme song. Perfect World, Yzma's reprise, was ultimately cut from the film, as it was believed to slow down the story. But scenes of it were used in the theatrical trailer of the movie. As the main villain of the Emperor's New Groove franchise, Yzma is malicious, funny, silly, raspy, and power-hungry. However, early in the first movie, it seems that she raised Kuzco rather than his parents and has been an advisor and the chemist to his family for many years. It is only when Kuzco abruptly and callously fires her that she turns on him, deciding to kill him, then fill the power vacuum left in his wake and become Empress. It's also implied that her being the one who raised him is part of the reason for Kuzco's negative personality traits. At the same time, Yzma is rather comically eccentric. She sees herself as the most beautiful person in the land, despite her obvious age, and others often compare her to an ugly dinosaur. The two old men who live in Pacha's village, as well as Kuzco himself, even going so far as to call her scary beyond all reason. In her youth, she appeared quite attractive, as shown when she turns into a teenager using the Fountain of Youth, but her age has since reduced that. When making plans to harm Kuzco, she often tries to create overly unnecessarily complicated plans before settling on a simpler version. For example, one of her plans was to turn Kuzco into a flea and put him in a box and put that box in another box and mail it to herself and smash it with a hammer when it arrives, but changes her mind in order to save on postage when she could have just smashed Kuzco as soon as she turned him into a flea. However, she usually fails to pay attention to minor details, which results in her plans being thwarted. Her catchphrases are, "It's brilliant, brilliant, brilliant," to the secret lab. Pull the lever, Kronk, wrong lever. When Kronk pulls the wrong lever and results in her getting injured, and, why me? Despite her evil traits, she's shown to have some good in her. In Evil and Eviler, when she hired Miss Nee to get rid of Kuzco, she got on her nerves so much that she decided to save him instead. First is to paint the skin, then color the dark purple hair and wear the slippers for Yzma. Next is to wear an earrings and then wear an dark purple gown outfit for Yzma. Next is to draw the blue hairstyle on top for Yzma. Finally, decorate the face for Yzma. So the character Yzma from the movie, The Emperor's New Groove, has been completed. If you like this video tutorial, please like and subscribe to receive the new notify. At the same time, download the app and go to the website DisneyStore to shopping online, as well as Disney Plus to watch some movies and TV shows for free, used by many people of the world. We'll see you again tomorrow. Thank you and goodbye everyone.